And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Hank Aaron. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill, the lefty, Al Leiter. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on. But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Ripped into left center, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Mike Piazza. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one laced to center and a base hit. Guillorme around third. The throw's offline, he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
Find me a barrel right here.
Here's the 2-2. On the ground to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. Acuna fires it to the plate. Not in time, he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So 1 out, nobody on. And here's the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
And that's a double.
Boy, nice hit, nice hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So up next, Mike Piazza. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. To the right side, dives, and he can't hang on. So the throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 6-0. Top half of the third inning. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson.
Leading off for Atlanta, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
With the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Pitcher gets to the bag for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Man at first. Next to hit, Eddie Matthews. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Eddie Matthews.
Hey, nobody out now.
1-2 now. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Steps on first for the out. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yep, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Back here at Citi Field, bottom 4, leading off, Keith Hernandez.
Leading off for the Mets, the first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
Here comes a pitch. That's towards center. Justice drops steps, heads back on it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. And the pitch. On the ground, right side. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball. Well, on the mound, very efficient.
Keith Hernandez up now for the Mets.
First baseman, number 17.
See you tried it, kid. See you tried it.
Hernandez.
Come on, baby. See it. Grab it.
Rips one to
Get down,
right
ball. Get down.
and a base hit. Hank to third. The tag out.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza up now for the Mets. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts.
Runner on the go. It's softly on the ground left side. Zips it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Mets strand 1. They lead at 8-2. One out, runner at second. And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Hey, we got one.
Gets the bunt down the right side. Hernandez. And they put the tag on him for the out. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Runner on at first with one gone. Keith Hernandez up now for the Mets.
The first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
Hey, keep it going. Keep it going. Clutch up for us.
Ground ball could be 2. Olsen to second, back to first for 2, and that'll do it. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Braves 5. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a line drive caught.
The bat, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs on 14 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. For Atlanta, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.